DAO community team posted the Q3 and Q4 team roadmap, which provides an overview of what the Foundation and DAO teams are prioritizing over the next 6 months. We've recapped our core objectives, progress to date, and planned initiatives. The DAO and Foundation teams are really committed to transparency, and so we share our latest goals and efforts on the forum on a 6-month basis. Looking at our core objectives, they remain unchanged. We're still laser focused on growth, looking at growing cover sales through new product launches, developing new products that can help us scale cover growth as well and generate more premiums for the capital pool. The R&D team is working on the last phase of the tokenomics project, which is our second priority. This project is focused on how the MCR works in low capital situations. They'll be working on that in Q3 and Q4. And we're working on a wider research project for governance, which the R&D and community teams are leading the first phase of. After that, the engineering team will take over and research the application implementation requirements. That third priority is progressive decentralization to get more people involved within the mutual and the governance decisions that dictate the future direction that the mutual goes in. So we're working on a system that's more inclusive and one that is easier for people to participate in and stay more involved in within the mutual. So those core objectives remain unchanged. You can find those on the forum. For the teams, they've all provided updates as well, and I'll share some highlights from each of the major teams. On the Foundation Engineering team, I think Hugh shared some of these, but they're going to be focusing on the user interface and user experience improvements. So like Hugh said, we've already seen a few go live. The membership flow, I believe, has just gone live or will be going live very soon. So when people sign up, there'll be a different flow. The goal is to reduce friction and make it as easy as possible for people to onboard to the mutual. There are going to be some other improvements, like the main dashboard that you see in the Nexus Mutual UI. Right now, it just says membership, but we're going to kind of reconfigure that UI so it's easier for you to keep track of all of your deposits within the protocol and stay up to date on everything you're doing within the mutual, and then learning about different ways you can get involved as well. So kind of making that dashboard an all-in-one place for you to look at your participation within the mutual. The engineering team is going to be working with Ultim Design Studio, which we've been working with on the previous improvements to the UI. But the next flows that we're going to be working on are the staking and claims UI. We're going to be overhauling both of those. So look out for updates on those later in Q3 or Q4. And then any remaining user flows are going to be tackled after we get through the staking and claims flows as well. The engineering team is also going to be working on limit orders. I think you covered this, but just having a better function for matching supply and demand. So if people want to request capacity, they don't have to do it to the contact form. They can do it right on chain, and the staking pool operators or staking pool managers can see that and decide which limit orders they want to fill to make it more of a seamless process for people that want to buy cover or people that want to supply capacity where it's not currently available. And then the engineering team is going to be launching the cover edits feature. We've talked about this. There have been some delays, but this should be coming. We've got an engineer that's dedicated to this, and this should facilitate easier renewals for people without the need to mint a new NFT. This will be really helpful for our distribution partners. There are more updates from the engineering team, but just want to give you a highlight on the top 3 priorities for these teams. For the Foundation Business and Development team, they are going to be focusing on driving point of sale integrations. We've already seen integrations in the EtherFi liquid vaults and EtherFi's UI, which has been great, but they're working on developing some standardized requirements for the purchasing experience in other UIs. They're talking to different protocols to get more point of sale integrations to help us build out our distribution network within DeFi. So just to make it as easy as possible for people to buy cover. They're going to be working on more white glove and bespoke solutions for different audiences that are coming to the mutual, a lot of higher net worth individuals or funds, working on more solutions for them to make it easier for them to purchase cover to the mutual and get faster service so that they keep coming back and keep buying coverage. And then the BD team is also going to be managing the grants and accelerator program. Dopey is kind of leading the efforts here, but the efforts launch on like a big public launch of the program, conducting outreach, which is already something they've been working on, and then aiming to onboard 1 syndicate and fund 6 grants that will contribute to the Nexus Mutual ecosystem. On the product and risk side, we're going to be entering R&D on a new bundle type product that's designed to provide cover across multiple protocols. I believe Hugh talked a little bit about this as well, but given the success we've seen with bundle protocol cover, we've been playing around with an idea for a different product that has kind of all-in-one coverage for certain on-chain ecosystems. So I'll talk about this after I go through this highlight as well, because we currently have a survey that I would really love for people to fill out and provide some feedback on. But the goal is to develop and finalize this product and then launch this sometime in Q3 or Q4. We're also going to be working to support new and existing syndicates on new product development. Some of the examples we've seen are the Retail Mutual, Sherlock, some people that are building on top of us that want to launch new cover products and then distribute those cover products. We're going to be working with more syndicates and more syndicates that are coming on chain as well to build out products and kind of expand distribution and, of course, increase sales. And then I'm going to be heading up a bridge research project for bridge risk. We've seen a lot of requests for bridge cover, but it isn't a product that we currently offer. I'm going to do a deep dive on bridge infrastructure and risk, create a risk framework for this, and then we can create a pricing model for this risk and work on some cover wording so we can launch a bridge cover product in the future. On the R&D side, they're going to be focused on the product and protocol, so they're going to provide input on pricing for new products using their actuarial experience. They're going to support on design and sussing out edge cases for new technical projects. And then they're going to help on the business side design and on engineering heavy projects where they can provide some help on lift for the engineering team. On the Dune Analytics side, we've got Tomas, who's a really great Dune wizard. He's going to help us create some new dashboards. We've already launched a couple or overhauled some that we have. You can see those in the Nexus Mutual Dune dashboard overview. You can see all the dashboards we have. The BD dashboard that he recently launched is really great. So he's going to maintain those dashboards, keep them up to date if there's any protocol changes, and then build out some more to support some people in our ecosystem. And of course, the R&D team is going to work on that MCR calculation project that I talked about. On the DAO community team side, the DAO community team is going to be focused on creating new guides for members and staking pool managers. So as the UI is changed, we want to make sure that we're providing updated resources like video guides and written resources to assist people that are buying cover or launching or managing staking pools, people that need to file claims, pretty much going through all of the flows and making some guides so it's as easy as possible to understand how the mutual works and how to contribute in these core functions. The DAO community team is also going to work on designing an onboarding program. We know that it can be kind of intimidating to onboard to the mutual and kind of get accustomed to all of the different flows and all of the different roles that you can perform within the mutual. So the community team is going to design an onboarding program so new people can come into Discord, or they can sign up through other means, and they can basically jump on a call on a bi-weekly cadence, something along those lines, and kind of cover the basics about the mutual and ask questions so we can support more people getting involved in the ecosystem. And then the DAO community team is going to continue the Covering DeFi interview series on Twitter Spaces. So look for more updates about that. Of course, there's a lot more included in the latest roadmap. I'm sure nobody wants to hear me run through the entire thing, but you can find that roadmap on the Nexus Mutual Governance Forum, or you can wait for a special issue of The Hedge that's going to recap a lot of this roadmap as well. And The Hedge, if you're not aware, is the Mutual's community newsletter that goes out on a monthly basis. This special issue is going to be in between our 2 monthly issues. That'll be coming out the next couple of weeks, so look for announcements from the Nexus Mutual Twitter, Nexus Mutual Discord, and Nexus Mutual Telegram channels, as well as on LinkedIn.